What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Race.
Are you ready to soar through the skies once again with the Vikings and their loyal dragon companions? Prepare for an exciting chapter in the How to Train Your Dragon saga as Universal Pictures gears up to bring the beloved franchise to life in a live-action adaptation.
Challenging the Alpha to protect you!
After bidding an emotional farewell to the adventures of the young Viking Hiccup and his dragon companion Toothless in the concluding film of the trilogy in 2019, How to Train Your Dragon is making a triumphant return. However, this beloved franchise won't be returning in its familiar animated form. Universal Pictures is actively working on a live-action adaptation of How to Train Your Dragon, and they've even locked in a release date for the project. If all goes as planned, Universal is set to unveil this new live-action version of How to Train Your Dragon on March 14, 2025, as reported by The Hollywood Reporter. The highly anticipated movie will be both written and directed by the original creator of the franchise, DeBlois, ensuring that fans are in for an authentic experience. As the studio searches for the perfect cast to bring these beloved characters to life, excitement is building for this thrilling new cinematic endeavor. The project's announcement represents a groundbreaking moment, as it marks the first instance of a DreamWorks Animation project being adapted into live action for Universal. In contrast, the Walt Disney Company has achieved considerable success over the years with their live-action remakes of beloved animated classics such as The Lion King, Alice in Wonderland, and Aladdin. According to the report, Universal's adaptation of How to Train Your Dragon will center around the storyline of the original 2010 movie. However, what sets this project apart from other Disney live-action endeavors is the exciting fact that it will be directed by the same person who created the original animated movies, DeBlois. Additionally, accomplished producer Mark Platt, known for his work on acclaimed films like La La Land, Drive, and Cruella, is on board as a producer for the movie, making it DeBlois' first venture into directing a live-action feature. The prospect of Vikings and dragons coming to life in a live-action setting promises to be a spectacular visual experience and has the potential to become a massive blockbuster for Universal. This anticipation is fueled by the tremendous success and adoration the animated franchise has garnered from audiences worldwide. With an impressive global box office gross of $1.6 billion and widespread praise from both critics and viewers for each movie in the DreamWorks trilogy, the franchise has firmly established itself as a beloved cultural phenomenon. Furthermore, the franchise's popularity has also led to the creation of various spin-offs for television and streaming platforms over the years. Interestingly, this news takes on added significance when considering DeBlois' past concerns about Disney remaking one of his other films, Lilo and Stitch, into a live-action adaptation. DeBlois expressed apprehension, fearing that the transition of his alien creation Stitch into CG form might prove disturbing. In a Cinema Blend interview last year, the filmmaker conveyed his best wishes to those involved in the live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch, and also shared his thoughts on the possibility of creating sequels for his cherished films like How to Train Your Dragon. With How to Train Your Dragon now heading towards a live-action adaptation, it raises curiosity about Universal Pictures' potential plans. If this beloved franchise successfully translates to the new format, one cannot help but wonder if Universal will follow in Disney's footsteps and venture into adapting more of its cherished animated properties into live action. The imagination runs wild with possibilities. Could we see iconic characters like Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, or Madagascar reimagined for the big screen? As the anticipation builds for the live-action How to Train Your Dragon, fans eagerly await the next installment in the franchise, which is set to arrive a little over 2 years from now. Meanwhile, the next live-action venture based on a beloved animated film, The Little Mermaid, starring Halle Bailey, is scheduled for release on May 26, 2023. Exciting times lie ahead in the world of live-action adaptations. and fans will undoubtedly be keeping a watchful eye on these developments. But as we eagerly await the return of Hiccup and Toothless, let's delve into some intriguing and crazy fan theories that have emerged over the years. From the mysterious origins of Hiccup's missing foot to the enigma of the colossal dragon, we'll explore these exciting speculations and ponder the secrets that lie within the fantastical world of How to Train Your Dragon that can be discussed in the upcoming movie. Are you ready to uncover the thrilling possibilities that await? But wait, before we get into it, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell to never miss an update on your favorite movies and TV shows. Enormous dragon. Similar to many dragon-themed movies, the climactic segment of the film showcases an enormous dragon as previously mentioned. Undoubtedly, it ranks among our favorite dragons depicted in these films, yet its colossal size and its interactions with other dragons give rise to numerous inquiries. How did a dragon of such magnitude manage to remain unnoticed for such a prolonged period? One would assume that something of this magnitude would have been discovered earlier. Additionally, considering its size, why did the dragon not actively hunt for itself? This question arises due to its seemingly lazy nature. Furthermore, why did the other dragons fear it instead of merely flying away without facing any consequences, given this dragon's apparent lack of motivation? Hiccup, the first to learn. It is indeed peculiar that throughout the history of the Viking people, nobody has taken the initiative to investigate dragons further. Despite capturing some of these creatures, their understanding of dragons remained limited compared to what Hiccup had discovered in his relatively short time with them. While one might argue that Hiccup approached the matter from a completely different perspective, it still raises questions as to why no one else accidentally stumbled upon similar revelations. One would think that over the years, some accidental discoveries or observations could have occurred. Equally surprising is the lack of compassion shown towards these magnificent beasts. Despite interacting with dragons, the Viking people seem to have overlooked the potential for a deeper connection and understanding with these creatures. Hiccup's unique approach of compassion and empathy towards dragons was a fresh perspective that had not been explored before. Game of Thrones. In the present day, whenever dragons are featured, the connection to the ice and fire tale is invariably brought up. As usual, fans have convinced themselves that this initial movie serves as some kind of precursor to the HBO show based on George R.R. Martin's books, which prominently includes dragons. Fans have put forth the intriguing speculation that Hiccup could be an ancestor of the Targaryens, thus explaining the strong bond between their family lineage and these fiery dragon creatures. While there are numerous insights and potential links that support this theory, what truly matters is the desire for a convincing argument to back this captivating idea. Toothless takes on the alpha role. Another curious aspect is the dragon's decision to trust Toothless and coexist with humans, despite their past experiences of being captured and harmed by them. However, a fan theory comes to the rescue, providing an explanation as to why the other dragons would willingly follow this Night Fury. According to this fan speculation, when Toothless defeated the giant dragon, he assumed the role of the new alpha within the dragon group. This significant victory convinced the other dragons to recognize him as their leader and follow his every decision. As a result, it became much easier for Toothless to influence them to live alongside the Viking people, even though the latter had been their previous captors and adversaries. As we await the live-action adaptation of How to Train Your Dragon, with all its exciting possibilities, what are your wildest fan theories or hopes for the upcoming movie? Do you think the transition to live action will add a new dimension to the beloved franchise? Share your thoughts and join the discussion below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on all the latest news about your favorite movies and TV shows.